best performers in Las Vegas wore their ribbons in support of a great cause. A sultry song from Cabaret will bring you to your knees, and some facts about the fabulous Las Vegas sign that you may not have known. We've got so much more for you, so for the next half hour, don't go anywhere. Front Row Center begins right now. Everyone, I'm Honey Love.
And I'm Zach Fuentes.
And welcome back to Front Row Center. We hope you had a great weekend. There was a lot going on, and you know what? We'll catch you up on what you missed, right, Zach?
Absolutely. We have another great show. First up, though, how does a circus plus the best of Vegas entertainment help a great cause? Janelle Vanoy has a story on an extravaganza you'll never forget.
The Barnum & Bailey Circus was in town, but they had nothing on these entertainers as the best of Las Vegas came together to help raise money for Golden Rainbow, an organization that helps those who were or affected by the AIDS/HIV virus. Golden Rainbow was created in 1987 after a very well-known Las Vegas entertainer passed away from the disease.
And so his friends in the entertainment industry decided they never wanted that to happen again. So they created a variety show 28 years ago as a way to raise money, to have a pool of money to help others in need. And that has grown into what is known today as the Ribbon of Life.
The 28th annual Ribbon of Life fundraiser was the ultimate feast of talent with dancers from Cirque du Soleil, singers from the Sin City Opera, and even a magician gave us all a taste of what Vegas is all about. The theme for the night was Under the Big Top. With all the jaw-dropping performances, audiences did not forget what this event is all about. Many organizations, including the Imperial Royal Sovereign Court of the Desert Empire, Inc., came out to show their support for one of the hugest AIDS/HIV organizations in Las Vegas.
You know, they do a great job, the Golden Rainbow, with providing housing.
Lloyd Zill on the board of directors has been a part of Ribbon of Life since its inception in 1988 and let us in on the best part of volunteering.
The best part of the Ribbon of Life production is the entertainers that are coming in and doing this all for free.
Many people also took the time to bid in the silent auction that was happening throughout the show, with prizes ranging from beauty packages to fine dining. Many attendees made bids until their heart's content, and I even had some fun myself playing in the mirror with John Katz from the Las Vegas Sun.
Best auction in the world right here, more than 50 items.
I would like to add that in the 28th year, we'd really wish that one day we would no longer have to have an event like this. We would hope that AIDS would be a thing of the past.
All of Las Vegas and the best of performers came to do one thing: celebrate life. The 28th annual Ribbon of Life fundraiser was a feast for the eyes to see with its awe-inspiring, show-stopping performances. I can't wait until next year. For Front Row Center, this is Janelle Vanoy.
He holds a Master of Fine Arts from UNLV and has been performing in theater for over 20 years. He is no stranger to Front Row Center. He performed a number from Grease last time he was on the show, but this time he's taking a director's seat in an off-strip production of Cabaret at the Onyx Theater. Please welcome back to the show, Brandon Burke.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, thank you for being here again.
Thanks for having me.
So did I read that right? It said you've been in performing theater for over 20 years, but
That's right.
Look all but 20 years old.
Well, truth be told, I'm 32.
No way.
Yeah, and I started when I was just a youngin'. I started doing children's theater when I was a kid. I think the first thing I ever did, I played Piglet in a musical production of House at Pooh Corner.
Oh, wow.
And just went on from there.
And so you're now the artistic director at the Cabaret Theater. What's that like, taking sort of a back seat to performing?
You know, I don't always take a back seat. As the artistic director, sometimes I'm able to step in, to roles. I audition when other companies come in and direct things there, produce things there. Sometimes I'll go and audition for things. So I get to perform a little bit, but being on the business end of it is a lot different. And you learn a lot more about the craft. You learn how many people are involved. I mean, the first time I stepped into that role, it was really mind-opening to see how important everybody is in the theater. As an actor, you really don't know. As an actor, you just come, you read your lines, you do your performance, and then you go. But when you're running the business, and when you're in the back directing and bringing together all of these designers and all of these talented artists, and you need them all to get the production right. As an actor, you don't need all that. You just come and you do your thing, and you don't realize what they're doing. I've gained a lot of appreciation.
Would you prefer being the acting role or the directing role?
Boy, if I had to give one up, I don't know. I love directing because I love teaching. And I think in directing I get the opportunity to do that, whereas an actor maybe a little, but not so much usually. So if I had to choose between the two, probably directing, but man, if I had to give up acting, I don't know what I'd do.
How would your actors say you are as a director? Are you easy to work for? Are you a pushover? Are you tough? Because you seem like a really sweet guy. But
I try to be nice to everybody. You know what I mean? But I do like things the way I like things.
Right.
And I'll take a hard line on things when I have a strong opinion about them, which is most things. But somebody once called me an actor's director. I don't really know what that term means. Coming from an acting background, I try and approach the work the way I would like it approached if I were in the actor's role. So there's that.
And give us a quick synopsis of Cabaret.
Okay, so Cabaret takes place during World War II Germany, in Berlin, in a tiny little rundown cabaret club. It's called the Kit Kat Club. And it's basically Cliff Bradshaw's story. Cliff comes to Berlin as a writer, and he comes and he meets all of these interesting people, including Sally Bowles, who the character that Liza Minnelli played, who we're going to see performance, right? And he comes and he meets all of these interesting people and writes the story. But what it is, it's sort of a slice of life from that time period. And in that era, we see how the war affects these people. And there's a love interest between Sally and Cliff, and all of that stuff goes on. But what I think it's really about is this world, because it's based on a set of journal entries by a guy named Christopher Isherwood. And he went to Berlin and did the same thing, and Cliff Bradshaw's basically based on him. So it's what he saw while he was there. And it's really interesting because it's a first-hand account of the war in that time period.
And we can't wait to see it. Everyone, thank you, Brandon, for being here. Don't go anywhere. When we come back from the break, the lead actors from Cabaret will be joining us with a sneak peek performance of the show. Stick around.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Ready or not, here I come.
Take time to be a dad today.
Daddy, I'm gonna find you.
Welcome back to Front Row Center. Once upon a time, Lewis Carroll wrote Alice in Wonderland. But what happens when you add a modern twist to a classic fairy tale? Honey Love finds out.
It's a great event. We're here, we're at the home at the center, and the place is packed.
It was a fabulous night for some art at the Gay and Lesbian Community Center of Southern Nevada. The 10th annual Artrageous Vegas took place at the center's new home in downtown Las Vegas. And after taking a year off from holding the art extravaganza to relocate, the center is now in a better location and is thriving more than ever.
I'm just very proud that it's back at the center where we can showcase not only the art and the artists and the fashion and the entertainment, but also the center.
Starting back in 2004 as an art show to coincide with the Pride Festival, Artrageous Vegas has become an evolving tradition where artists can showcase their creative abilities.
The center has given us a home. The center has given us a magnet to pull us all together.
Attendees were swept away into an adult wonderland filled with oversized mushrooms and flowers, a furry white rabbit, and a Queen of Hearts who ruled the Artists in Wonderland themed event.
The Queen of Hearts is a crazy character just to keep the entertainment going, the art selling, and the raffle tickets going.
This event is really great because people can express themselves. They can come in costume, they can celebrate not just art, but, you know, the very essence of our humanity.
Proceeds from the event will go to the LGBTQ Center of Southern Nevada, which provides services not only for the LGBTQ community, but for the neighborhood.
I'm very grateful, and I feel like it's my duty as a successful artist in my community to give back.
This isn't just about the LGBTQ community, the gay community, the lesbian community. This is about Las Vegas.
Outrageous celebrates art in its many forms, from visual arts to culinary, performing, and fashion, and will continue to benefit the LGBTQA community. For Front Row Center, I'm Honey Love.
It's a classic story that's been told in various forms, from award-winning stage plays to motion pictures, and now cabaret has made its way here in Vegas with all new performers like our next guest, Kirsten Mackey. Welcome.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for being here. We were listening to you a little bit earlier in soundcheck. It's amazing, you and your pianist here. Would you like to introduce her? She's not mic'd or anything, but
This is Carolyn Clark.
Carolyn, thank you so much, both of you, for being here. So tell us a little bit about the role you play in the show.
I play Fräulein Sally Bowles, who is an English, a young lady from England who has found her way to Berlin, and she is performing in in a nightclub there called the Kit Kat Club, and she is very free-spirited, very you know, she loves the time, the era, and she's just, you know, living it up, having the time of her life. And that leads to great things for her and some not so great things for her, and that's sort of my arc there in the story.
It sounds great. This story, like I said in the intro, has been told many times. Some very famous people have played your role.
Indeed.
Did you feel any pressure going into this at all?
A little bit, but I think a really important thing about you know, doing a role that there's a lot of, you know, expectations about is to really make it your own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not going to be Liza Minnelli. There's no way I could be Liza Minnelli. So I just have to find what I connect with in that character and really make it my own. And that's, I think, the best you can do.
I think you're a talent all on your own, though. And you do kind of look like her. Has anybody ever told you that?
I've heard it once or twice.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
take
I see
it.
some similarities there.
I'll take it.
You have a favorite number in the show?
For me, I love singing Cabaret, which is sort of the titular song, but I also love Two Ladies, which is a number that the MC and a couple other people do, and that one's really, really fun, very fun and funny.
And that's kind of like what the show is. It has some fun in it. It has some deep parts in the plot and everything like that. It's really a musical that has everything. You don't find that too often.
Yeah, it's a musical with a backbone, and that's part of the reason I was drawn to do it. You know, it's a musical that's not only got fantastic music, incredible dancing, is really fun, but it's really telling a powerful story, and that's, I think, the best type of art that can take all of those things and wrap them all together.
And so how did you become a part of the show? How did you get the part?
I just went to auditions. So I've been performing here in Las Vegas for about 4 years since I've been out here. Wow. So I've done lots of theater locally, and you know, I saw Cabaret and I was like, I love this show. I'm gonna go audition for this show. Sally is an incredible female character. There's not a lot of really dynamic female characters like that in musical theater, and so I was like, I just gotta try.
And the Onyx Theater is such a great venue too.
It's perfect for this show in particular. Cabaret is gonna be amazing in the Onyx Theater. It just has so much character.
So you're going to perform something for us. Would you like to tell us what you're going to sing?
This is a song, Maybe This Time, which is sung about halfway through the show, and it's a cabaret number that Sally sings.
Great, ladies, take it away.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurry away. He will hold me fast. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore, like the last time Everybody loves a winner, so nobody love me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are they're in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gotta happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win. 'Cause everybody loves a winner, so nobody love me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are they're in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gotta happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll
Woo! Thank you so much. Great performance. The Cabaret at the Onyx Theater is going to be having shows in July and August. To find out showtimes and get tickets, visit onyxtheater.com. When we come back from the break, from banging on the drums to becoming a beat master, one man's journey from military brat to up-and-coming musician. But first, here's Honey.
There's so many things that I didn't know about Las Vegas. Follow me as I explore our wonderful city in my new segment called Did You Know? Check it out. Welcome to the fabulous Las Vegas, where every year thousands of tourists come to visit. And as the saying goes, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But did you know that the Las Vegas sign isn't really in Las Vegas? It's actually located in a town called Paradise, Nevada. The unincorporated town of Paradise was formed on December 8, 1950, and includes McCarran International Airport, the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and most of the Strip. In 1959, local artist Betty Willis designed the sign and gave it to the city of Las Vegas. And since Willis never copyrighted her design, you can find her artwork in souvenir shops all over Las Vegas. The sign contains $7. The white neon circles which spell out the word welcome represent silver dollars, since Nevada is known as the Silver State. On December 6, 2013, the state of Nevada announced that this iconic sign had been added to the State Register of Historic Places. In 2014, the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign went green. 3 solar trees were installed, and not only do they power the sign, but also provide much needed shade for tourists on those hot summer Vegas days. I'm Honey Love, and now you know. Come back soon.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. Fact is, if you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills 1 person every hour. 1 in 5 Americans is likely to develop a form of skin cancer during their lifetime. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. It could be the save of a lifetime. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah. That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected.
My team depends on me.
And my team is 50,000 strong.
This is what it feels like to be part of a team.
A winning team.
The Action Team.
Get in on the action at actionteam.org. Are you in?
Music can inspire people at any time and at any place. But for a particular musician, music inspired him in a U.S. military base in Japan. Reporter Fabiola Marzano has the story.
Some people grow up to master a talent while others are born with it.
It was just always running through my mind of just creating any type of beats that I could possibly can. So my dad noticed that and he decided that, you were going to be the drummers.
For Ivara, growing up in a U.S. military base in Misawa, Japan, was a life-changing experience.
I've actually really grown and lived in Japan for about 10, 11 years. And from then, that's where I really I learned about the culture and the many aspects of the Japanese culture, the music, all types of that rich environment.
While going to school in Japan, his father, a U.S. veteran, inspired him and his two brothers to put a small band together. Among the three, Stetson Ivara was the drummer.
As a kid, I always remember, I've always wanted to make beats, and I always was making all types of beats on the tables, and it always stuck with me.
When Ivara came to the United States, his talents began to expand. He was reading, studying, and producing his own music. He says his dream is to perform live professionally.
Music has such an interesting aspect towards being able to communicate with people without words.
To know more about Ivara and his music, follow him on Twitter at Stetson Ivara. Reporting for Front Row Center, I'm Fabiola Marzano.
Thank you, Fabiola. Well, if you're in need of some weekend plans, Nakaya Berry gives you the rundown on what's happening this week.
Thanks, honey. Here are the events I would recommend this week. Thursday, June 26th, the band Spoon is performing at the Brooklyn Bowl at the LINQ. They're an American rock band that received raves from the New York Times, Newsweek, Entertainment Weekly, and Vanity Fair. Tickets are $30 on pre-sale and $35 at the door. Or you can buy tickets for $60 and get access to all 3 days that Spoon will be performing this weekend. Friday, June 27th, take the time to be aware of the foods you consume. The farmers market are other places you can buy organic produce from local farmers instead of shopping at the grocery store. Every Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the corner of Casino Center in Stewart is the Downtown 3rd Farmers Market, the newest farmers market in town. Saturday, June 28th is the Celebrando Hispanic Festival at the Clark County Amphitheater. There will be lots of food, music, and performances from 4 to 10 p.m. It's important to experience different cultures other than your own. Tickets to the Hispanic Festival are $10. Sunday, June 29th is Sunday Fun Day, and it's hot. That means pool party every Sunday at Daylight Beach Club and Mandalay Bay. Experience made pool parties. This is a great way to relax and have fun with friends before the week starts. Tickets for the low price are $10. Monday, June 30th, the Boulevard pool at the Cosmopolitan will show dive-in movies on their big marquee by the pool. You can see E.T. the Extraterrestrial at 7 p.m. and Apollo 13 at 9 p.m. Nice environment by the pool, rooftop of the Strip with the classic movie, and for free. Now you can't beat that. Tuesday, July 1st, it's the first Tuesday of the month, so you know what that means, the Tuesday Blend. This event is at the Hard Rock Live on the Strip. It has performances by different dance groups, hip-hop music all night with a large dance floor, a bar, and balcony. It's casual dress, so if you haven't checked out this event, why not this weekend? Tuesday Blend is 18 and up. Tickets are $5 in advance, $15 at the door for 21 and up, and $20 for under 21. My movie pick of the week is Transformers 4: Age of Extinction. In this sequel, an automobile mechanic and his daughter discover something that brings down the Autobots and Decepticons. You can see how this all plays out June 27th. Well, that's it for Stepping Out with Nakaya Berry. Back to Zach and Honey.
Well, Zach, that was another amazing show.
Really had a good time with the cabaret people, all the packages that we had in the show. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I'm learning a lot from this Did You Know segment.
I didn't know who designed the sign. That's one of those things that you really don't think about. It's such an iconic part of our city.
It really is. And you know, when the artist Betty Willis gave it to the city of Las Vegas, she never copyrighted it. So she makes no money, zero, zilch, nothing from her design.
So all the mugs, all the little memorabilia we get our family and friends as souvenirs, she's not getting a dime off of that.
Nothing. Hey, can you draw? I think we should make some t-shirts or something.
Hey, maybe we can copyright
Let's
it.
go get rich.
Yeah.
And Outrageous?
Outrageous looked like so much fun.
It really was.
Yeah, the characters.
It was truly an art extravaganza, from the food, the performance, and that bearded Queen of Hearts. Gotta love her.
Love it, but most of all, it did benefit a great cause.
It really did.
So it's always good when we can have fun and benefit a good cause at the same time.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed today's show, and don't forget that we're always on the hunt for new events, so email us at frontrowcenterlv@gmail.com.
And we love to see new talent, so come show us what you've got. You can follow us on Twitter at FRCLV and hashtag FRCLV.
And if you've missed an episode, you can find them on UNLV-TV. Like always, from the entertainment capital of the world, it's Vegas, baby, and it's all right here on Front Row Center. See you next time.